Love this dish. Chef Evan, tell us about what we are making and what we need to make it if anyone wants to make it at home.
This one is actually pretty easy, a little bit time consuming,
Okay.
so I had to kind of shorten it. But you just start with your andouille sausage, which you have here. Get that a little brown. Toss in your onions, your peppers, your celery. Cook those down a little bit. Then you're going to add your stock and your spices.
Okay.
Salt, pepper, paprika, garlic. Bring that up to a simmer. Let that simmer for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Then you're going to add all your cream. And what you're going to end up with is something that looks very similar to this.
That looks delicious. And what kind of cream? Any kind of
heavy whipping cream.
Heavy whipping cream.
Yes.
And your stock, kind of a chicken stock or vegetable
Absolutely.
stock?
If you can make it at home, even better.
Awesome. Very nice. Okay. And what can people expect from the quarter other than this dish? What kind of food if they haven't been yet?
Well, definitely the Cajun Creole, jambalaya gumbos, étouffées, things like that. We are going to be switching up the menu here very soon,
that's
in the next
exciting.
couple of weeks for spring.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. All right, well, we are going to get started on making the rest of this.
We are back in the daytime kitchen with Chef Evan from the Quarter, and this is one of my favorite dishes, shrimp and grits.
It smells so good. Anything seafood, I love it. So
I know.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and this is the grits?
Yep.
Okay. Now, what's the trick with the grits?
Lots of butter and lots of cream.
Lots of
why I love
calories.
it.
Throw it in.
So honestly, that's the best way to do it.
How do they start out? What do they look like?
Dried corn.
Dried corn,
Okay.
okay.
And you just, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to cook. Just at the very end, make sure you add in your cream, and make sure you start with the butter.
Okay. I've never made it before. Is it like rice? You just add water first, or you add the cream first?
Well, you start out with your butter and your milk, and your chicken stock if you're using that. Bring that up, and then add your grits in.
And then
and
add the grits.
Yep.
And then you just, I
Whisk.
understand you have to keep stirring, right? Is that kind of, sort
Kinda.
of? I can leave it? I can...
For about 3 to 4 minutes.
Oh, all right.
You don't want to stick to the bottom of the pot and burn.
Okay.
That'll destroy
That'd be
it.
bad.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you got going on over here?
Well, this is the Andouille Sausage Gravy, which is the andouille, the onions, peppers, and celery. And the recipe definitely can be gotten off the website.
All right, yes, we're going to offer up
What
that.
makes a sausage andouille? This is probably a really dumb question that everybody knows, but I've always wondered.
No,
What
I
makes
thought that
it
was a very
andouille
intelligent
sausage?
question. That was good.
It's a very specific kind of sausage.
Okay.
I believe it originated in New Orleans. It's a spicy pork style sausage. What we use is fully cooked. You can also get it raw as well.
Okay.
All right, take us through the steps with the sausage real quick. There's a lot of ingredients. What do we want to start with?
Start with your sausage, brown that up. Toss in your, it's called the Holy Trinity, the onions, peppers, and celery. Cook that down a little bit. Then you're going to add in your spices and your stock, bring that up and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And then you're going to add in your cream. And the very last thing you're going to add in is your cornstarch slurry, which is cornstarch and water in equal parts, whisked together. And you whisk that into the simmering sauce, and it'll thicken up very nicely.
Oh, that's what makes it nice and thick.
It's also
Okay.
gluten-free, so.
Wow,
there you
I would
go.
never think that this would be gluten-free.
I know. All right, so we're going to offer up the recipe for both this, the grits and the andouille gravy. So we're calling it shrimp and grits right there on our website, daytimeblueridge.com. Also, you can go to the Quarter and get this anytime, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Lunch and dinner.
And you can head on over there on Salem Avenue, thequarterrestaurant.com, or give them a call, 342-2990. Okay, go ahead. I know you're going to plate this up beautifully. In the last 30 seconds, let's go ahead and look at how pretty this is. And I'll get us some forks, Christina. Because this is the benefit of filling in on daytime.
It is,
You get
and
the
I
food.
am hungry today. This works.
Look at that. Wow.
Very creamy and delicious. I feel we need spoons even.
I know, right?
Right? Maybe some bread to dip it in. Then it would not be gluten-free.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I'm not gluten
Me neither, sensitive.
intolerant or whatever it is. Ooh. Oh, that's really good.
Thank you.
Yum.
My favorite. I love it. Thank you so much. And we